Pondering, researching, planning, and then traveling to search for and finding rainbows of all types has been a lifelong passion. As soon as I could walk, I was ready to travel and flee the confines of that playpen by heading for the grassy terrain. I begged for freedom to hit the road and put on my finest topcoat and hat. Now I was ready to break free, but with the onslaught of winter, it was too chilly to start the journey, so that meant holding off for better weather, and so I spent the time learning skilled navigation on a sled. For Christmas, I was hoping it would be a bike, some skates, or any method that would allow me to get out of town. As soon as spring arrived, I graduated to my trusty tricycle and hit the sidewalk. Wow, freedom and travel was on the horizon. As a novice, of course, I quickly learned that injuries could occur as I split my head on a stone wall while chasing that freedom. That was the wake-up call to decide identifying my better talents and acquiring additional skills before heading out for the wild unknown. So I took up dancing. However, that first group of ladies just couldn't match my enthusiasm and expectations. I grabbed my younger sister and we joined a different group. Of course, those clowns also just couldn't meet our standards in the quest for excellence. So we split from the group and spent a few years on our own, wowing the crowds in Central Ohio meeting halls, along with regular TV appearances while honing our skills and having great fun. Freedom, travel, and stardom requires money and resources, so I took my dancing talents and headed into high school, complemented by working part-time learning business office management and full-charge bookkeeping, which could help provide the necessary resources along with paying all that parochial school tuition. Finally, after graduation, I purchased my first auto and felt that freedom had surely arrived, so with the top down and open roads waiting, started focusing on finding rainbows. Although it took a few years and moving to California, this hot little sports car came into my possession, offering wild speeding through curves and applauding glorious nature in the mountains. 17 years with that 280Z was great fun and scared many passengers while I sought rainbows and further education. Eventually, riding on just two wheels became another passion. Adulthood brought the opportunities, and being on the road had truly grasped my soul. It was then I learned that RVing was also in my blood, and ultimately I spent 8 years living in this baby and did multiple trips back and forth across the USA. I still grab every chance to jump on two wheels aboard my Piaggio 250 for distance and speed, on the mighty iconic Vespa for local venues, or simply cruising the neighborhoods on a bicycle. The Vespa lends itself to being perfect for urban riding and local grocery shopping. Sadly, the USA has never caught up with the rest of the world in choosing scooters over autos for the ease of navigating cities and the urban terrain. Alternatively, when I cannot hit the pavement, there's always the kayak for paddling canals, rivers, and the lakes of Central Florida in search of new and exciting ventures. So, come along and join me as I spend hours, days, weeks, and sometimes even months following my calling, which will always be pondering, planning, and finding rainbows of any variety.